Bake or what? I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna do.
Let's shake and bake. Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? Happy Thursday. Tonight's session, this morning's session, I want to share with you guys how we trade the same boring setup over and over and over again. Two tools we use that our team uses, Swingmaster Pro AI and our Profit Pivots AI. When you combine them together like mashed potatoes, you can make some good money. Me today, personally, I had about a $1,500 day trading the same boring pattern. When you come into the markets and you can get a repeatable process, you trade them over and over and over again, and you tie that in with your three pillars of success. Pillar number one, it is your consistency pillar. You need to stay consistent to whatever you're doing. Number two is your trading your vehicle, your plan pillar. You need to follow a plan that matches your risk preference or your trading personality, and then you need to stay consistent with it. The third pillar is risk management. Without any of those three, you're going to fail eventually. I did not trade with those three pillars when I first started back in 2016, and I lacked consistency for a good 3 years, 2016, 2017, and 2018, and it really wasn't until 2020 came around. It was my first six-figure year until I realized that you keep things simple, you make it boring like you're about to see, and you fire away when the setup comes. So let me show you how I navigated the markets today. We do live trade every single day. If you are in the chats watching this or the recording, just put in the comments where you're watching this from and what you trade. I like to trade stock options and futures. I'm going to show you three futures charts that we're going to mark up and how I navigated them today. Then I'll show you two options charts of how we traded them and we navigated that today. So first chart right here, where my stars at. This is ES, the S&P 500. Many people hear about that. Well, there's a way to trade it, and when you do trade this, small micro movements are you're able to extract some what I like to say fairly decent profits. So what happens is a pattern that plays out that I feel even a middle schooler could get. A red candle on one of our proprietary pivots or our tools, and you take the trade in direction of that. You want the 5 minute and 2 minute to be in sync, and when they're not, it's a little bit more aggressive. And understanding that, you either sit off to the side or you go a little bit risk free a little bit sooner. So coming into the market on ES, we opened up. What colors are candles? They're red. So we said we're looking for puts. This first candle closed right here, hit one of our pivots. We wanted to take a breakdown right there. And what do we got? We took a breakdown. And before I could even say, guys, I'm risk free, look what happened. Bam! That's easy money. So check it out. If you entered right here at 85 and it went down here to 68, that right there is almost $1,000 for every one contract. Now, you're never going to be able to capture that full move, but could you capture a piece of the move? Absolutely you can. And that's where we come in. So, could you have made a couple $100 on this move? Absolutely. There's one winning trade. My goal for the new folks to come in and the experienced folks, get one or two winning trades a day and go walk away. We have different trading styles and patterns depending on your, like I said, trading personality, which when you onboard with us, we'll walk you through. We'll give you a plan to focus on, to trade with, and you stick with that plan right there. So the next trade that came up, you can see that our candles bounced here. We wanted to take a breakdown here. We never got it. Well, this bar right here, the candles are green, but the 5 minute was still trending down. So we wanted to take a breakdown right here, and it was more aggressive. So if you are aggressive, you could have taken that trade right there and got, that's enough to get about $200 on that little blip right there. The next entry was right here to the downside. You could have got that. But if you're not aggressive or if you're more conservative, then you don't get nothing. And you got that one trade on ES and you don't get nothing else for the rest of the day, really. If you only trade on the 2 minute, you would have taken a breakout right there. You could have gotten your profits there. You would wait for a breakout over here, and you were wanting to break down there. It didn't get it, and you got to move there. So I'm here to show you the highest probability trades. Coming over to this chart now, where the star's at. This is the NASDAQ futures. What color's the candles? They are red. We touched our pivot. We came back up. We want to take a break. This right here is what generated me about $700 or $800 when this dropped. This thing fell so far so fast that from the entry of 70, it went down here to 43, right? It fell over 130 or 40 NQ points. I normally go in a 10-point stop or trail, and this thing ended up stopping me out way down here. Of course, the joke is when I get stopped out right there, everyone keeps holding for the larger move to the downside. So that right there is a great trade between ES and NQ. You are very happy. Then taking another high probability trade. The candle's red here. You want to take the breakdown. There's another 10. Here's another 10. We hit the pivot right there. Right there is another 10. Obviously, they're like 50 or 60 point NQ moves, but you could have got a piece of that. Moral of the story, you're green for the day, right? The last futures trade that we called out this morning, we hit our mastermind magnet, and we called out a breakout right above it right here. It was a little bit more aggressive. We did say that, so if you don't trade aggressive trades, you don't have to, but we were able to capture this move right there. Then the next move is our candles are green. We come up to our pivot, and we watch it kind of break out. So I did not take that last one, but $1,500 to me trading those three charts. That's how I navigated this morning, and we call it trading made simplified. Now, if you don't trade futures, you trade stock options. The same pattern plays out over and over and over again. Guess what? The candles are red. You could take we hit our pivot. You could take your breakdown right there, and guess what happens? Doesn't look like much, but that's $2, $3 on the share side on Tesla. Then you get another pivot breakdown right here. Guess what? Boom. There's a grand slammer on Tesla. Then here's another pivot breakdown. Boom. These are on the 5-minute candles, right? Same pattern, same boring setup over and over and over again. It's tossing money out today, and that's what we like, right? Our goal is to be in the 10% club, not the 90%. I want us all to make money so that we can give back and impact others, you know? I want us all to make more so that we can bless more. Whatever's in our hearts, I want us to be able to give back to churches, charities, friends, and family, making the world a better place for all. And that's kind of why we come on every single day, link arms, and do this live, right? The next options trade on the day trade side we called out was this one right here. What color is the candles? It's red. We called out a breakdown right there. Boom. I was only in 3 contracts. You heard me say this yesterday and the day before. We're on a 11 or 12-day win streak. After we went 3 or 4, I go lighter, right? And today on 3 contracts, we're able to make $600, or I was. So there's other people that made 2 contracts. They made $300. Moral of the story, we're trading the same pattern, same system over and over. The power why we took this is because you see this AI Lotto low tag. That is the option strike that we're taking. You see it come right over here at 6,800. That is why we loaded up the 6,800 puts this morning, because that probability contract on a breakdown has a chance to go 50 to 100% about 75 or 80% of the time. That's money when you trade the same repeatable process over and over and over again. And that's really how we day trade, right? So some people say, well, I don't day trade. I only swing trade. That's fine. I'm going to put in, we're going to put in Qs. Everyone knows what the Qs are like. The triple Qs. If you swing trade, same pattern, same setup, over and over and over again. Candles green, green arrow, you want to take it, right? So if I mark up my chart, let me make this a little bit bigger for you. I'm just going to give you a quick little breakdown of just one swing trade strategy we have inside of our group. We actually have a couple people's job is to share with us when this presents itself so that we all can make money together, right? Check it out. See this green candle, green arrow? This price expand up over time. Yup. Green candle, green arrow. Price expand up. Yup. Green candle, green arrow. Price expands up. Green candle, green arrow. Price expands up. 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 On the Qs in the last 2 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 trades, 9 winners. Is that something that you could add to your toolbox? Absolutely. I'm going to show you a freaking loser because I'm not here to tell you we win them all. We do not. Right here, that pushed up. There's 10 winners. There's 11 winners. All right, right here. Here would have been your stop out. I'm sorry, we lost. 11 winners and 1 loser. So there, you see it firsthand. I'm fully direct. We do win a lot, but we also do lose, and that goes back to our 3 pillars of success. Now, from an investing standpoint, and you want to get involved in the market, we can put up something. Everyone knows what Ethereum is. I'm going to share with you a way that we can invest. You come down here, put on the weekly time frame, and simply only take the buys. So if you're into real estate or you're into something much more slower paced, I'm going to show you a technique and strategy that you can use to your advantage, right? Anytime we get a buy right here, right here, right here, and right here, right? Say you come in with a measly 500 bucks or even $100. It stays the same. All right, check it out. You get a buy right here at $9 a share. When it goes up here to what, $27, that's 200%. Say you put in $500 into this trade and it goes up right there. You're now at 1K. Sell out half of that, let your initial 500 ride. Now you got 500 back on the account. Once it keeps pushing up right there, your 500 that you left riding is probably worth about 2K, give or take, up here, right? So then you sell out, you can let 1K ride, and now you're back up here. You got $1,500 on the side now, right? Then price comes all the way back down. The reason we do this is because, hear me out, your account never grows unless you take profits. If you put $100 here, $500,000 here, $100,000 here, check out. Your 100,000, right, or 1,000 is worth 5,000 up here. But as it falls back down again, your 1,000 is worth $700 right there. Who has that happened to before? I'm going to raise my hand. It's happened to me many times. Not no more. I secure my profits and grow my account. That is why you take profits even from an investment. You can still stay in the markets, but you have to take your profits in order to grow your account. So we got 1,500 back on the account, and we still have 1K left in the ride. Now we have another buy here. We're going to put another K in, so now we have 2K, right? We're left over with $500 again on the side account. Right here at $8, right? It goes up here to 16. Now we have 4K. Guess what I'm about to tell you? Sell out, bring 3K back. We have $3,500, and we got 1K riding for free. And you get the gist. We can add in again here, take profits, and keep growing. Wow, $1,000 in this risk-free, and we got $3,500 in the market. Now we come into another company like Ford. I'm a Ford guy. I like Ford. Check this out. What if we put our money in Ford anytime that we get a buy, right? We got a buy right here, and obviously we got a buy right here. We got another buy right here. We got 2 buys right there. If you get buys in the same area, you just simply don't have to add into another opportunity, but you can. Excuse me. So with that being said, we have $1,000 in Ethereum riding for free. Let's come in here and put 1K into Ford right here at $5. Up here at $10, your 1K is now 2K. Sell out, right? Bring 1K back. We have 35,000 or 3,500. We have 1K riding, and as it pushes up here again, now you got another 2K, right? Sell out, let 1K ride for free. Now we have $4,500 on the side, but we have 1K in Ford, 1K in Ethereum. Then price comes back, and we put a buy in again right there. It brings our average of the two right here at $9. We're at $13 right now. Guess what? You could put another 1K in right there. So now you have 2K into the market. Now your 45 is back here to 35, right? We started this off with $500, and now we're at $3,500 on the side. Now, keep this in mind. You have 2K in the Ford waiting for the push up, while every 3 months right here, every 3 months, you get a dividend. You get like 5% a year. So every 4 of these bubbles, there's 5, there's 10, there's 15, there's 20. So now you're getting paid just for owning these shares. Guess what? You have now 2 companies, grown your account. Now you come into something completely different. Let's go into Microsoft or Hershey, or we can go Apple. Everybody likes Apple, right? Same pattern, same plan. We get a buy right there. We get a buy here, buy here, buy here. Check it out. You got your buy here at 60, and it goes up to 120. You put 1K in here. That's at 2K. Sell out. right? Now you got your 3,500 in this, you still got 1K riding, right? Then as price comes up, you get another buy, you put another 1K in, now you got 2K, right? And as price goes up, right, over time, 140, we're at 280, we're up another 100%. Over here's 4K. While every 4 of those bubbles, there's 3, there's 6, there's 9, there's 12, there's 15, there's going on 18% dividend just for holding this company while growing your money. All right, check it out. Sell out of your 4K, let 1K ride, bring 3K back. Now we got $6,500 on the side. And we have 1K in Ethereum, 1K in Ford, 1K in Apple, and you are diverse across the board. So, with that being said, I could talk about this all day long. This is how we trade, day trade, swing trade, and invest with an edge using the same patterns, same tools over and over and over again. If you want to get involved, just comment Beast Mode or BMT in the box. I will personally message you and get you squared away what you need to do with the next phase to get started. So we have different paths for different individuals, but in the end, the best time to start was 20 years ago. Unfortunately, we didn't know what we knew today 20 years ago, but the next best time to start is today. With that being said, I wish you guys a blessed day. Have faith. Praise the Most High. You guys have a blessed one. Catch me on the next one. Beast Mode out.